representing Grand Prairie NAACP, brand 6260, and I've been serving as brand president for the last 18 years in the city of Grand Prairie. With NAACP, I've been coming to the conventions since I was in high school. And to give you a gist of that, I'm 58 years old, and with the Grand Prairie chapter, I was one of the founding members of that chapter. They needed 50 members, so they was looking for adults and youth. So I'm one of the founding members of the Grand Prairie NAACP chapter that still exists. And that chapter was formed back in 1985 in Grand Prairie, Texas. So I've been coming to the convention ever since our branch in Grand Prairie was formed. Well, my takeaways from NAACP, and I love the theme, all in. We know that we have a crucial and very important election that's coming up in November, and everything starts at home. Everything starts at the local level, then it starts at our state level, and then we got to make sure that our congressional representatives are all in too. So in order to hold accountability, we got to hold everybody accountable in this election, from our local elected officials, because we know that in many cities in the South and throughout the United States, you have some cities that do not have African Americans that are elected. So we're not represented at the local level in some cities. It's still all white. So in those cities, we still got to be able to help those cities be able to get the voters out to be able to win the upcoming election. Then that's what it's going to take when we say all in. We got to go to those rural areas that do not have black representation, and we got to make sure that those voters are not left behind, that we get those voters out to vote. Because we might have Dallas taken care of, or we may have Grand Prairie taken care of, but what about the little country towns that do not have an NAACP? So we got to put some soldiers on the ground and do some door knocking and be able to get those people registered. And then we got to put out some little bands and take them to the polls in order to vote. The call of action is that we all got to be together. You have your LULAC, you have your NAACP, you have other organizations. It's time for us to come together, have a roundtable discussion where we can all be in and make sure that we give President Biden another 4 years. That's what all in is about. So again, just encouraging everybody to be all in. Go and knock on everybody's doors, make sure they are registered. That's your responsibility. So I'm asking you and holding you accountable to make sure not only your family members are registered and that they go vote, but make sure your town is registered and get them out to vote in the November election. My conversation with London, it has been superb, you guys. London.